From Miami Township, Ohio, ICRC-TV Sports is pleased to present OHSAA Varsity Boys Basketball. Tonight, the Milford Eagles are hosting the Loveland Tigers in Eastern Cincinnati Conference play. Good evening, everyone. Glenn Olson, joined by my partner, Bill Bretz. Bill, these two teams have had a long storied rivalry, and this should be a good one tonight.
Oh, it should be. They definitely know each other. Looking back on this, Milford has their stats going back to about the 2003 season, which ironically enough is Joe Cameron's first season here. He's done a good job of keeping the stats. These two teams have met 31 times, and that is more school of Milford. That is the most of any school they have played, the 31 times against Loveland. The Eagles hold an 18-13 lead over the Tigers during that time, including 3 in a row and 7 of the last 10. But it goes back to these two teams. Loveland, of course, Milford was eventually was in the GMC for a while. Then they went over to the FAVC, and that's where those two teams met each other quite a bit in the FAVC. And then, of course, both of them, when the FAVC fell apart there and the ECC joined, they both came over to this conference. And here's your factoid, Glenn, of the day, that Loveland was a charter member of the Cincinnati Hills League in 1985. So,
interesting.
But,
little known fact.
Joe Cameron, he's got a breakout star here in Mr. Alex Hanna.
Yeah, Alex Hanna's a senior this year. He's third in the ECC, averaging 16 points a game. And he is the third in a long line of Hanna basketball players that have played here for Joe Cameron. We will pause for our national anthem.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ICRC-TV Sports. Tonight,
Milford Eagles win.
Got him. Separation. Touchdown! Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back.
Let's take a time out to talk about educational athletics. That means the school sports are an extension of the classroom. Student athletes earn the privilege of participation in sports by succeeding during the school day first, before they put on the team uniform after. Student athletes prove that with better attendance records, higher GPAs, and fewer discipline issues than non-student athletes. That's what it means to be a part of the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Do you want to retire like a champ? Just like legendary basketball star Uncle Drew?
Don't do it like that, Uncle Drew.
You're already acing the game. You've got your dream ride.
Don't be slamming my door.
Sorry about that.
You just did this.
Gotta get the boys.
Your dream vacation and your dream team. And now you can make your retirement just as legendary.
I get buckets.
Get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Hi, I'm Clark Kellogg. I've attended basketball games from coast to coast over the years as a participant, broadcaster, parent, and fan. And believe me, I've seen my share of unsporting behavior. The purpose of school sports is for kids to have fun, develop their skills, and learn lessons that will last a lifetime. So when you attend a school contest, please keep that in mind. Remember to behave in a way that reflects positively on your child, your school, and your community. Let's respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Welcome back to Milford High School. Glenn Olson and Bill Bretz with you courtside. Bill, the Loveland starters were just introduced. Let's enlighten our fans at home as to who they are.
All right, we got a 6-foot senior, Pete Kraft. He's averages 4 points a game, 4.6 rebounds. Sam Cox is a 5'11 senior, 6.6 a game. Addison Hurd, 7 points a game, 3 assists a game, and he's a 5'11 junior. Drew Gleason, 6'2 senior, 6 points a game. And Aaron Krabacher, 11 points a game, 6.2 rebounds, leads the team in points and rebounds. He's a 6'4 senior. So, and they are coached by Rob Reese. He's in his 6th year over at Loveland with the Tigers. So, and I think we have all the hype and everything ready to introduce the Milford Eagles. So we'll go ahead and move to the Milford Eagles, who, as you're going to see them out there.
6'5", senior forward, number 4, Niang.
Niang is what they call him. He's 10.3 points a game, 7.8 rebounds. Leads the team in rebounds. Number 5 there is Ethan Owens. He's a 6-foot senior, 6 points a game. Alitana, we talked about him a little early, 16 a game, 3rd in the league, 5.8 rebounds, 6'5 senior. And Austin Bodley, 4 points a game, 4.3 rebounds, 6'5 senior. And then the big Jack Ackerman, 6'9 senior. He averages 2.5 a game, 1.8 rebounds. You were talking earlier before we came on the air. It's plays baseball too, I understand.
Yeah. Last I heard, he was playing for one of the Midland organizations. So
be a tough guy, 6'9 for a pitcher. I don't know. Let's see what he does out there. But
Ackerman will obviously be taking the jump for Milford. Krabacher for the Tigers. And this ECC contest is underway with Milford controlling the opening tip. Driving down the right side is Owens. Is looking for some help. Kicks it back up top. The Eagles begin their offensive rotations. Joe Cameron, in his 19th year here at Milford, has run that same offense a lot. Driving to the hoop, Austin Bodley, and he's forced out of bounds.
It's off of them. Loveland start in a 2-3 zone.
Hearn passes it off to Cox for the Tigers. Back over to Hearn. A little back and forth action. Milford's not going to give up that 3 ball easily.
Both teams shoot the 3 decently. Around 37% for both teams.
Good ball movement. 3 ball from the right side and nothing but net for Gleason. Tigers draw first blood, 3-0.
And Gleason's a 50%, now over a 50% 3-point shooter.
Look at the press that was being put on by the Tigers. The Eagles are able to get it down into their offensive half court. Drive up and off the glass, 2 points for Niang. Good offensive series for both squads. The Tigers are going to slow it down a little bit. Try to feel out this Milford defense.
Milford looks like they're in a 1-3-1 zone. That's what it looks like from here. We'll see. And they break it up.
Yeah, tripped up. Niang recovers. Here come the Eagles. Niang with the ball. Quick pass down into the corner. Feed in the middle to Ackerman. Up and off the glass. Good for 2.
Big guy's hard to defend down there at 6'9". There's nobody else close to him in height on the Loveland team.
Yeah, absolutely. You can put a body on him, but you're not going to get much in the way of an arm or a hand in his face when he's extended up. Approaching the 6'10" mark here in the opening quarter. Little floater from about 9 feet. It's deflected. Now 3 balls going to go up from near the top of the circle and count it.
That was
for Addison Hearn.
That's Hearn, yeah, that's Hearn. So they have 2 shots, 2 field goals, both of them 3-pointers.
Boy, Ethan Owens brings that ball down quickly for Milford, and Niang off the glass for 2 more. And Rob Reese is going to call a quick timeout for the Tigers.
Talk about Joe Cameron. He's been here, as you said, 19 years he's been in this program, and he's probably had, over the years, he's probably been the most successful coach Milford has seen there. He went through a whole series of about 10 or 12 straight years. They have winning records. Did not have one last year. They were 9-14 last year, but 7-7 in the league. So he's done a good job. He's done an excellent job over there. We're going to see both of those 11 threes. The first one will probably be Gleason. Well, there's the end of the three.
And in there from near the top.
And that was Hearn.
All right, Loveland with the ball after the timeout they called. The first one early in the game, nearly trapped down in the corner, but they worked the ball out, nearly deflected near the free throw line. There's another three that's going to go up and through for Kraybacher.
So 3 threes, and all 3x3 seven players.
9-6. Tigers out in front. Ackerman underneath. Good spin underneath.
Nice little reverse. I tell you what, I think they're going to work on him tonight because there's nobody really close that can guard him right now on Loveland's side.
Loveland thought about driving down in. They ran into Ackerman and tried to kick it back out, and it's deflected away. Substitution, Eric Morgan checks into the game for Milford. Going to give Ethan Owens a quick breather.
Morgan averages 6.5 off the bench, so.
Milford this year, a lot of height on this team. More than I can remember in any of the past few years for the Eagles. Yep. It's making it really tough to get any offense going inside the three-point line. Kick out, shot goes up from the right side. It's off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Ackerman.
It's the first one they've missed tonight now. And they've not shot a two-point goal yet.
Haven't been able to get into that lane as we talked about. Milford's made it tough. Really good defense. And if you're going to play for Joe Cameron, you're going to play tough defense, that's for sure. And following this team closely for the last 6 years or so, and you kind of know what it takes.
Down by Hearn.
Milford not able to convert. Here come the Tigers. Nearly deflected away. Loveland hangs on to possession, approaching 4:10. Quarter number one. Kick out again for another three. They pass up. Now they're going to work it over to the left side for a better shot.
And that was Hearn again. That's his second three-pointer.
And Milford's playing inside that three-point line very quickly. But they're going to have to make an adjustment and get out on those three-point shooters a little more.
Hearn was at 36% coming into the game. He made 4 of them. He's have half that total in this game already.
Coach Cameron will use that pack line defense where it can look like a zone, then you've got to come out and challenge the shooter, and it looks like Milford's going to have to do that a little quicker, and a foul on the floor before the shot. It's going to be on Addison Hearn. A couple of substitutions. Got Ethan Owens back in along with Chase Harrell, and also coming into the game Chase Dusing for Milford. A couple of Loveland subs we'll get to. See the tail end of Casey McCluskey coming in there. 3 or 4 substitutions the Tigers had. 3:35, Milford ball underneath their own basket. Niang in the paint, kicks it out. Milford will begin their rotations yet again. Tigers in a 2-3. Three-pointer, Owens.
That's good. Owens gets a three-pointer.
Cameron says 2 can play that game for 3. Now Milford's going to come out and challenge a little bit more compared to what we've seen on the previous offensive possessions. Loveland be a little more careful with the ball handling out there. Shot's going to come up off the back iron, no good. Strong rebound underneath by Dusing. And a foul.
Foul going to come up, and that's going to be on number 11, looks like Bailey Jackson.
Bailey Jackson just held up Eric Morgan. Let's go back and look at the Milford three-pointer from down in the right corner by Ethan Owens. Right on the money. Great camera angle on that one. Camera was in the right place.
Shot was in the right place.
Yeah.
Helps when it does that.
When it's on target, right?
Exactly.
All right, Milford able to inbound successfully. Jackson's not going to back off even though he picked up that foul. Reaches in, the ball's loose on the ground. Scrum on the floor and a jump ball.
It's going to go to Loveland.
On alternating possession, Alex Muir checking into the game for the Tigers. 12-11. 12-11, easy for me to say. Loveland leads. 2:42 remaining in the first quarter. Loveland with 2 team fouls. Milford yet to notch one. Milford's going to spread the defense out to a little more full court action now.
Oh, that was close.
And there's a steal by Niang. He's off to the races. Good move in the lane and a foul.
Nice move by Niang. He cut between two defenders, picked up the basket and the foul.
The basket is good, and it's going to be a foul on Bailey Jackson.
He picks up his second.
Yep. Alex Hanna's going to check back in for Milford. Sam Cox for Loveland. He'll come in for Jackson. Hanna will come in after the free throws.
Niang's a 36% foul shooter. He's not that good from the foul line, but it's still early in the season here.
That one off the front iron, yeah, no good. Rebounded underneath by the Tigers. We'll slow up and let the offense catch up. Put their offense in motion. Kick out, Loveland. We've seen them do that all night long. They drive in and kick it out. That three-pointer's off the mark. Rebound underneath will not go for McCluskey and a foul.
I think it's going to be on Niang, yeah. It's Niang's first.
A little bit of contact. Let's go back and take a look at the foul, Bill.
And that put back there is the first two-pointer they've attempted tonight.
A little bit of hack-a-shack action, as we used to say back in the day.
McCluskey, a 50% foul shooter.
Comes off the back iron. Now Hanna will come in for Niang. Take a seat.
50%. You should make this one.
Yeah, law of averages says so, right? Shot's on the way, and it's off the front iron. No good. Rebounded by Milford. Harrell's bringing it down. Passes it off to Morgan. And deflected away and out of bounds.
That's our first turnover of the night.
Surprising how frenetic the pace has been. Substitution, Kenneth Watkins coming in for the Eagles.
Both teams, both coaches like to substitute.
That's for sure.
Keep those fresh legs out there on the floor.
Kraybacher back in for the Tigers. 13-12, 2 minutes in quarter number one.
This is a shorter Milford offense they have out there. They're still in that 2-3 zone.
Joe will use his bench, that's for sure. As you just mentioned, expecting to see a lot of rotation tonight, both benches. Loveland ball in their offensive half court. They inbound it easily. And we'll reset. Eagles coming out to challenge a little bit, playing a little tighter out by that three-point line. Three-pointer uncontested up top off the back iron, no good. Rebound underneath by Watkins, but he can't hang on to it. Now there's a scrum on the floor. Milford comes up with it, and we get a whistle for a jump.
And it looks like it's going to go to Milford.
Harrell had it. Coach Cameron elected not to go with the timeout since they had the arrow. So good on the spot thinking by Milford's head coach. 13-12, 1:25 now. A little push off.
It's,
Watkins, three ball, money.
Got it. Kenneth Watkins gives Milford their biggest lead at 4.
Milford chipped away. Loveland has gone cold shooting, but there they answer right back. It's number 3, Sam Cox.
5 3-pointers now. All 15 are the points.
Owens, Watkins in the paint, floater, it falls through. 18-15 Milford.
How about Watkins, 5 points off the bench for the senior.
Yep, had an immediate impact, that's for sure. Kick back out, wide open 3. They're going to drive in, kick it out again. Looking for that better shot. Again, up top, off the back iron, no good. The 3 balls have gone cold. Rebound, Loveland up and off the glass, no good. Rebound and lots of contact underneath. The ball stripped away. Milford's going to come up with it. 20 seconds.
No whistle underneath there. That's amazing. Now we got a whistle.
Driving to the glass, Chase Ducey.
It's going to be Hearn's second foul, I think. Or wait, no, they said it's on 15. Kraybacher's first. Ducey at the line. He is a 25% foul shooter.
Gleason coming into the game for Muir. 19-15 Milford. 16.5 seconds remaining in the opening quarter.
Improves his average, his percentage a little bit there.
Shot on the way, good. Not a lot of arc, but it finds the bottom of the rim. Eli Dickerson coming into the game, taking the place of Alex Hanna.
Hanna's been quiet. He has no points.
Loveland playing for the last shot as Milford ratchets up the defensive intensity. 5 seconds now in the quarter. Somebody's going to have to shoot. It's out, and Loveland not able to get a shot off. Good defense by the Milford Eagles. Milford 20, Loveland 15 at the end of one.
All right, I think we got a couple of the three-pointers coming up here. We've had a boatload of them here. Loveland's had 5 of them. Milford's had 2.
There's that kick out.
This is Krabacher's.
Get a man open. As we look at the next three-pointer, we're going to step away for a quick break. We'll be back with quarter number 2. You're watching ICRC-TV Sports.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
Hi, I'm Clark Kellogg. I've attended basketball games from coast to coast over the years as a participant, broadcaster, parent, and fan. And believe me, I've seen my share of unsporting behavior. The purpose of school sports is for kids to have fun, develop their skills, and learn lessons that will last a lifetime. So when you attend a school contest, please keep that in mind. Remember to behave in a way that reflects positively on your child, your school, and your community. Let's respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Welcome back to quarter number 2. There you see head coach Joe Cameron. Bill, anything interesting on the stat sheet?
Well, I think for Loveland, this is no surprise. They're 5 for 9 from the three-point arc and 5 for 12 overall. So they have not made a two-pointer yet in the game. And as far as rebounding go, they're even at 5 apiece. Milford 2 for 2 from the three-point arc, 8 for 9 field goal.
Good shooting Milford team this year. Loveland began the second quarter with the ball. With alternating possession, they're still looking to get a shot off 30 seconds into the second quarter. There's a 3 from the left side, and Drew Gleason nails it.
That's Gleason's second. And that is the 6th three-pointer.
Got to sit down to 2. Niang inside, all kinds of trouble. He was looking for Hanna in there, and a foul. It's going to be on Pete Kraft. Go back and take a look at the Loveland 3 to open the scoring here in the second quarter. Watch this pass. Nobody from Milford's out there. An uncontested 3. First free throw is good for Hanna.
Hanna is a 90% foul shooter. That's his first point of the night.
Zachary Danner comes into the game for Pete Kraft. On the Loveland side, 21-18 Eagles. Second shot, no good. Rebounded, though, by Ackerman. That 6'9" frame comes in handy a lot. Niang now near the free throw line. Passes it back out. Milford continues their rotation. Niang now makes his way into the paint.
I think that's going to be a foul on Krabacher, if it is. Yeah, it's his second foul. So Krabacher with 2 fouls, Bailey Jackson with 2 fouls. Let's see if Rob Reese is going to keep him in. Interesting.
Milford inbounds, Niang off the glass. It rattles out. Ackerman up off the glass.
Ackerman.
That one's good. 5-point lead for the Eagles.
Ackerman's done a good job on the boards tonight.
Definitely has, Bill. 6 points so far in the game. That one nearly deflected away. We're saying that a lot tonight. And there's a three-pointer again.
Three-pointer, and that's by number 3. That was Sam Cox. That's his second three-pointer.
Tigers back to within 2. 6:25 remaining in the half. Good switch off.
Oh, nice shot. That's Austin
falls.
Bodley hits his first basket.
Yep. Very well played.
You know, if you're doing multiplication of threes tonight, you're in very good shape here because 7 times 3 is 21. And that is Loveland's score right now.
Yeah, they've really had trouble inside the arc. Credit to Milford's defense for that. Here comes a floater. Ackerman swatted it away.
That's why they have.
Right. That one was from about 15 feet, and Ackerman got up and just pushed it right back. Loveland recovers, as you see on your screen. Now there's a shot just inside the three-point line. It will not go. Nice rebound by the Tigers for Hearn. He thought about putting it up, but he'll pass it back up top. Milford's defense didn't give him a good look at the basket. Now we're going to feed back inside. Continue the in and out. Again, wide open three catches Milford without a defender, but Cox's shot will not go. Ackerman comes up with it, passes it over.
Ackerman underneath, yes. Oh,
Niang.
Niang. How about Niang?
Niang with the tip, and Rob Reese will call his second timeout.
He's going to talk this one over again.
Milford 27, Loveland 21, 5:10 remaining in the second quarter.
Niang has 8 points tonight, and he is 4 for 5 in shooting.
Transfer from Riverview.
Yeah, he didn't play last year. I know you were saying, I guess you came to a game, saw him on the bench last year, and he had to sit out the last half of the season. That's the rule now that the High School Athletic Association has in Ohio. And so he's been another real pleasant surprise here for Joe Cameron.
Yep.
As he now has him for a full season.
May have noticed some of the dance team members wearing sashes. It was senior night here tonight for the senior cheerleaders and dance team members. So congratulations to those young ladies on a successful career, and hopefully they get a few more games than yet this season. Most teams trying to get the senior nights in early because of the pandemic.
Yeah, I know. It's funny how senior nights have been so early, and it was that in football too.
Yeah. Normal years we don't cover a whole lot of basketball before Christmas, but here we are and we're having senior night. So things you never thought you'd see.
Yeah, well,
15 feet.
It fits the year. So that's their first two-pointer of the night. Gleason has his 8th point.
That's really one of the few times Loveland's been able to be successful, or the only time they've been able to be successful inside the arc. Something you don't see often. The big man up top, Ackerman, will come over and set a screen. Drive into the paint,
and
back to Ackerman.
Off the screen, yeah, and he's
draws
fouled.
The foul. Yeah, Pete Kraft just couldn't handle the big man. Looks like we may have had some elbows flying around. Zachary Danner's being treated by the Milford trainers in front of us here.
They can catch our foul. Who is our foul on?
That would have been on Pete Kraft.
That's his second, so he has 2 fouls. Meanwhile, Ackerman, 39% foul shooter, missed his first one.
Kraybacher checks back into the game. Sorry for bumping the mic. Sometimes wearing these masks have to get you a little itchy there sometimes.
No, really.
Ackerman, second shot, rattles around, won't go, struggle for control. Niang goes up, it won't fall, but it's brought down by Kraybacher, so a timely substitution for the Tigers awards them with possession. Approaching the 4-minute mark. Milford in front by 4, 3-ball, left side, off the side iron. No good, swatted away, recovered by the Eagles. Bringing it down, Chase Harrell. Back and forth, Harrell, 3-ball, it's off the mark, no good. Tigers come up with it, they're gonna bring it down quickly, trying to catch the Eagles in transition. A few passes back and forth, they'll set up their offense. 15 feet, they'll kick it back out. Reset, look for something else. Trying to catch a defender in a screen to get a clean look at the basket. Under 3:30 now.
Just watch every time that they go into the paint, Milford just collapses on them. That's why they have to keep it out.
Ill-advised shot, Kraft comes back with it. They'll kick it back up top to Cox. Passes it over to Gleason. Back to Cox. Cox looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Bailey Jackson. Back, now cross court. Trying to find a mismatch, and we're going to get a foul.
A reach-in foul on Hannah.
Yep.
It's his first. It's only the second for the Eagles.
Chase Ducey's going to come in for Ackerman, and here comes Kenneth Watkins into the game as well. Coming back in is Zachary Danner after being treated for that cut above the eyebrow. Watkins going to take the place of Hannah. Madison Hearn checks back in. Need a spotter just to keep up with the substitutions tonight, Bill.
Really?
It's a full-time job.
Eagles staying at 2-3 zone. They're willing to stay in that zone, let them just shoot from the outside. I mean, the percentages are going to catch up with them, I guess, they figure.
Yep, they try to come out and challenge it, but sometimes, as you said, you get caught in a switch or out of position like that, and sometimes they pay for that.
Yeah.
Sam Cox, uncontested.
That's 3 of them for Cox now.
1 point lead for Milford as we approach 2:30 in the half. Quick half, not a lot of fouls. Hope I didn't jinx myself. Niang, easy money there.
Niang double figures now. He averages 10-3 a game. He's got 10 now.
Another substitution on the way. It's going to be Ethan Owens back in for Milford at the next dead ball. Floater from about 8 feet, won't go. It's being batted around. Morgan comes up with it, and he's going to be fouled by Sam Cox. Loveland's not afraid to foul.
No, that's...
So let's go back and take a look at some of these Loveland threes here that we've seen tonight. It's been raining threes, most of the offense for the Tigers coming from beyond the arc, Bill.
And no surprise, because as I said before, when they try to go in the paint, Milford just collapses in there. And, of course, if they have Ackerman in there, it's hard to shoot over that.
First free throw is good. Lead is back up to 4. Clock frozen at 2:07.
Morgan, 67% foul shooter.
18 fouls for Loveland now, just 2 for Milford. Ethan Owens finally gets to check back into the game. He's going to take the place of Eric Morgan. Bringing the ball down slowly, Addison Hearn. Eagles look like they're going to come out and challenge a little bit more than they have been. It's Austin Bodley, number 22, who's out challenging things up top. Loveland, quick passes. Swatted away by Bodley. It paid off there, but Loveland recovers it. Hannah's going to check back in here momentarily. He was on his way to the scorer's table. Then he went back to the bench, but I'm assuming he's going to come back, and indeed he is. Loveland, meanwhile, passing the ball around. Well, it could have been a clean look there. Bodley a little bit taller, though. Would have been contested. Bodley out now. Playing things a little bit tougher. Inside the arc.
No, he did not.
Shots deflected away by Watkins.
That's good defense because he really wasn't set. They're trying to hurry their shot when they get inside.
Baseline drive. Watkins from the left side. Bang! 8-point lead. Yes, coming off the bench, and he's hot like he's been in all game.
8 points to Watkins.
You see Loveland's having all kinds of trouble inside the paint. We've said it 100 times. Milford just very aggressive on defense. Not going to allow much. Inside there by design. There's an attempt in and a foul. Well, that's one thing you can do. Take a look at replay. There's Watkins.
Second three-pointer of the night. Meanwhile, Bodley picks up his first foul, only the third on Milford.
Yeah, with Loveland not coming into the paint much, Milford hasn't fouled. Another three-point attempt, rattles in and out. Ackerman pulls down the board.
There's that height advantage right there.
Yep, 30 seconds.
Reached above Danner and pulled it in.
Approaching 20 now. Eagles with an 8-point lead. Eagles undoubtedly will play for the last shot, which has been the fashion over the last 50 years or so, I'd say.
I guess so.
Seems like it anyway, huh? I don't know if it's been that long, but that's definitely the trend under 4 now. Milford's going to have to do something. Watkins from the left side. He misses off the back iron, one of his rare misfires for the night. And your halftime score is Milford 34, Loveland 26. Tigers living and dying by the 3, and Milford making them pay for it, Bill.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll be back here for second half action and see if I don't know how much Coach Reese can change right now, because he can't change the height of those Milford players inside, and that's what's been the problem.
Definitely true. We appreciate those of you who are tuning in on the Milford Boxcast, or if you found us on demand, you are watching ICRC-TV Sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ICRC-TV Sports.
Milford Eagles win.
Got him. Separate. Touchdown! Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Get it.
Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Get it, get it.
Is she gonna get it, Daddy?
She'll get it.
Get it. Get it.
When you bring home a Goodwill find, you give your whole town a reason to celebrate, because you're also funding local job training and placement programs in tech, healthcare, and more. Goodwill. Bring good home.
Let's take a time out to talk about educational athletics. That means the school sports are an extension of the classroom. Student athletes earn the privilege of participation in sports by succeeding during the school day first, before they put on the team uniform after. Student athletes prove that with better attendance records, higher GPAs, and fewer discipline issues than non-student athletes. That's what it means to be a part of the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Do you want to retire like a champ? Just like legendary basketball star Uncle Drew?
Don't do him like that, Uncle Drew.
You're already acing the game. You've got your dream ride.
Don't be slamming my door.
Sorry about that.
You just did the same.
Gotta get the boys. Your dream vacation and your dream team. And now you can make your retirement just as legendary.
I get buckets.
Get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. This is a serious problem, but one we can solve. Visit feedingamerica.org to help. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're feeding America.
If I play sports for my school, I'll learn how to be part of a team.
I will have more friends. I will be active now and when I'm a grown-up.
I will learn how to work hard.
I'll have better attendance. I'll learn how to overcome adversity. I'll be more likely to go to college. I will learn how to get along with others. If I play sports for my school. If I play sports for my school. If I play sports for my school.
I must learn to be a good student during school if I want to put on my uniform after school.
We save homes and restore pride. We are people working cooperatively. Our typical client earns less than $14,000 annually and cannot afford the critical repairs they need to safely live at home, where they desperately want to be. Our services truly change lives, one repair at a time. Our professionally trained staff, along with 25,000 volunteer hours annually, has provided more than 280,000 services for low-income, elderly, and disabled homeowners in our communities. Every service makes an impact. Homes we service have an increased sales price of 10%, and even the value of surrounding homes increase upwards of 3%. Our energy conservation services save clients an average of $300 a year. These total savings from all customers equals over $200,000 in outstanding energy bills paid. With safer living environments, almost 50% of our clients reported improved health, and many are seeking medical attention less frequently. By living healthy at home, over $54,000 in state and federal funds can be saved annually for each client that does not need to move to assisted living. PwC's impact is more than just dollars and cents. Stable homes create stable families, which means children who are moving less frequently can achieve higher academic success. We are an investment in the future. More people living safely in their own home paints a brighter future for everyone, but we can't do it alone. We need your help to continue to build a brighter future for the entire community. Give back and get involved at pwchomrepairs.org.
Hi, I'm Nick Foligno of the Columbus Blue Jackets. From the youth leagues all the way up to the NHL, sportsmanship is one thing that we can all have in common. The thrill of competing is great, but how we compete is important. Sports can teach kids so many more lessons than just winning and losing, and we can all make this experience a positive one that builds character and makes memories that last a lifetime. In the stands and on the ice, we can all do our part to make this a great event. Together, let's all respect the game.
This message brought to you by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Welcome back to Milford High School for the second half of boys varsity basketball. Milford Eagles hosting the Loveland Tigers. Glenn Olson and Bill Brett's back with you. Bill, if you've been watching the game, you know the story, but what does the stat sheet tell us?
Well, the stat sheet's not going to be surprising here. First off, for the Loveland Tigers, they are 9 for 24 in shooting, 8 of 15 from the three-point arc. They have 11 rebounds. Right now, leading scorer is Sam Cox. He has 9 points. Drew Gleason has 8. Addison Hurd has 6 points. And Aaron Kraybacher 11-point average been held to 3 points right now. I think the stat of the game so far, though, Glenn, I think you would agree with this, is points in the paint. Milford 18, Loveland nothing.
Amazing.
And we kept saying about that defense in there. And then also Milford 12-0 off the bench as far as points go. The Eagles are 13 for 19, 3 for 5 from the three-point arc. They have 14 rebounds. They are led right now by Niang. He has 10 points. Kenneth Watkins, 8 off of the bench. Eric Morgan, 2 off the bench. Owens has a three-pointer. Hannah, he's a 16-point average, only 1 point so far. Ducey, a couple of foul shots off the bench. Bodley, 2 off the bench. And Jack Ackerman having a pretty good game here. He has 6 points off the bench. So I'm looking at Ackerman right now. He has 5 rebounds. 2.
To get back underway, it's a quick turnover by Milford. We didn't see a lot of turnovers in the first half, as you pointed out, Bill.
Yeah, there's none in the second quarter, but that's a 4th one for Milford now, and Loveland's had 2.
Loveland's going to be a little more patient offensively. Really curious to see the adjustments that Rob Reese makes. Finds a way to start playing inside the arc a little bit more. Going to dribble in there and run into Ackerman, and a foul's going to be called.
It's Ackerman's first foul.
Actually, they're doing it on Bodley.
Oh, Bodley. Okay, well, Bodley, it's his second foul then. I thought it was on Ackerman. So.
Loveland, three-pointer from the right side. Rainbows. Niang swats it away. Ackerman tries to track it down, and it's going to stay with the Tigers after Ackerman can't gain control of it. So they'll get the ball underneath their own basket. Loveland will. Loveland still not getting a whole lot of action inside. They're dabbling in there, but not doing a whole lot with it. Three-pointer left side off the arc for Cox. Rebounded, nearly stolen. Owens hangs on to it. It's going to pass it off to Bodley. Back to Owens. Niang nearly loses it over on the right side in front of his bench. Ackerman up top. Often you see a 6'9" guy up top, Bill.
That doesn't happen very often.
Bodley in the paint, spins. Ackerman comes up with it. He's picked away.
A couple of times he's done that. He's done off of a screen where he's broke inside.
Yeah. Loveland has picked up on it, apparently. It's not working for Milford. The lead holds at 8, though. Three-pointer off the mark for Hearn. Let's go back and take a look at a couple of swataways here and a quick replay package. There's Niang with the deflection. Live action, Owens comes down. It's tripped away. Now let's see what Loveland can do. There's Ackerman. And he gets the ball swatted away. Not often you can steal one from a 6'9" guy in the air.
No.
Back to live action. Milford on offense in front of their own bench for this half. All kinds of black jerseys there for Owens. The Tigers come up with it.
Wasn't a wise time for Owens to do that.
Thought about driving to the basket. No. There's 3 white jerseys, so they'll kick it back out. Now uncontested, though, from the left side. That's Cox. And Loveland, give them credit. They're doing a really good job of getting those uncontested threes. They're just not getting enough looks at it. And Owens goes tumbling. A trip. It's going to be called on Addison Hearn.
Addison Hearn will be his second foul.
Back and take a look at the three-pointer by Loveland. You're going to see the good ball movement and uncontested. Nobody there from Milford able to get out and get a hand in the face. Shot from about 18 feet, won't go. Rebound Ackerman, tries to spin, and he's fouled.
Foul looked like by Danner. That'll be his first. No. Drew Gleason.
He joins the foul parade for the Tigers. 2 team fouls already. 2.5 minutes for the Tigers. Ackerman
0 for 2 now. He got his first one tonight, so he has 7 points.
Good thing I cut you off there. If I'd have let you go, you might have jinxed him.
I know, really.
Right? Number 2 on the way. Now
it bounces
through.
He has 8 points for Ackerman, I believe he is at his season high right now of 8.
Be curious to see minute-wise where he stacks up as well. Just inside the three-point line. Shot will not go. It's being batted around. Ackerman hauls it in for Milford. Owens is off to the races. Outlet to Hannah. Back to Owens. Niang. Bodley. Go through the passing rotation again. Here comes Ackerman up top. Let's see if he cuts down underneath the basket. We've seen him go to the left side. And there he gets that screen and goes down off of it. Niang can't get his shot to go, and he can't get the rebound. Tigers down quickly. Three-pointer from the left side is off the mark, right into the hands of Niang.
He wasn't set for that one.
Owens. Hannah right up top, off the back iron. Struggle for control underneath. We're going to get Ackerman, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
no, that's Hannah. Hannah was over the top.
There was a big mess.
If you watch this on the replay, Alex Hannah rushes in for the rebound and he goes over the top.
Gotcha.
So that's his second foul, and that's the first one on Milford.
So what you're saying is I need to quit blaming the big guy. 36-29, 4:45 remaining in the third quarter.
You know, it's interesting. Milford's got this lead right now. Hannah only 1 point in the game.
Well,
but Niang and Ackerman have,
right,
plus the bench have helped out.
Right, Watkins filling that void. Now Loveland's having a hard time getting a good look at the basket. That one's going to be contested, but it rattles through for Drew Gleason.
That's Gleason's third three-pointer.
Lead is down to 4 as we approach the 4-minute mark. Morgan nearly lost his footing, passes it off to Bodley. Niang. Now Hannah, cross court, three-pointer. It's going to fall through for Morgan. And Joe Cameron's going to take a timeout to make a few adjustments here. So with 3:55 remaining in quarter number 3, Milford uses its first timeout. Let's take a look at the last couple of 3 balls. Here you see the one from Gleason. Now we'll go down and take a look at Morgan's. Wide open. Had a good look at it before the defender got there, Bill.
I tell you what, both teams, we said coming in the game tonight, both teams do shoot to 3 well. You know, 30, both of them around 37%, which is, you know, not bad on high school level if you're getting around 37 to 40%. But, you know, Loveland's living by the 3-pointers tonight. Earlier in the season, Milford had a game with Turpin, and the Turpin was raining the threes on Milford in that game too.
Yeah.
So, so they're kind of used to seeing the threes. They play that zone, though. I think they've played the zone all night tonight. And they're forcing them to shoot from outside.
Right. Yeah, ordinarily that 2-3 zone can be a liability to a perimeter shot, but they're being aggressive and coming out. That pack line look like we've talked about, where they come out and challenge the ball handler outside the line. It's really paid off for Milford tonight. This is a very good defensive team. Bodley with the kick there. The ball will stay with Loveland. Do want to take a quick minute to thank our crew, Callie Reeves, Dee Stewart, and the Wizard, Eric Johan. Of course, Josh Simstrot in the truck. Thanks for bringing us these great pictures here at Milford High School tonight.
Eric Johan's right above us. If we do anything wrong, he will throw something on us.
He'll make us look bad. Yeah. Watkins, 3-ball. Will not go. Rebounded by Loveland. In transition, the ball is deflected away. Watkins comes up with it, but he's going to be fouled from behind by Jackson.
That's Jackson's third.
So a little bit of a frenetic scene there. Another foul for Loveland. Chase Harrell checks in. Coming in is Addison Hearn as well as Zachary Danner for Loveland.
Hearn's got that tape on his nose there. He had that little incident back in the second quarter.
He's got an elbow down there.
Yeah.
Milford with the ball. Nice move by Niang. Kicks it out. 3-ball coming up from the right side. Off the side. Iron, no good. Reaching out and saving it back in bounds was Harrell.
Nice job by Harrell to save that ball.
Good hustle by the Eagles. Watkins, a little bit too hot to handle, but it's going to stay with Milford as it was deflected off of Cox. Let's take a look at it how Harrell was able to save that ball for Milford. Speaking of which, handles the ball, passes it off. A little bit of trouble down in the paint. That's a Milford turnover, but a foul. That'll be on Morgan. So a rarity here. Fouls are all tied up at 3 apiece for both teams. As Krabacher checks in for Gleason. 2:40 remaining. A chance to catch our breath. It's been a very fast-paced third quarter, very physical third quarter.
Very quick.
Underneath, Watkins at the last minute swats at the ball. The shot will not go. Milford with the ball now in their offensive halves court. Niang, a nice no-look pass to Watkins.
Oh.
Now Watkins looked like perhaps he was trying to get it to Deucing underneath, but that doesn't work. It's a turnover.
That was a nice pass by Niang.
Yep, sure was.
Kind of threaded the needle there, got it to Watkins.
You know, the no-look pass has been around for a while, but Patrick Mahomes has kind of made it look incredible these days on the football side of things.
That's true.
Nice hesitation, but it won't fall through for Danner.
We have a tie-up, but a foul.
It's going to be another one on Morgan. So a couple, nothing's going to go the other way on Alex Muir. Apologies.
Muir's first. He's 6-foot junior. We didn't mention our official crew tonight. We see Guy Wright down there. And what else do we have? We got Andrew Galanito and Bill Sisto. He's actually a fill-in official tonight.
Substitution for the
Andrews.
Tigers.
Andrews, our head of rep down here tonight.
Pete Kraft back into the game. Thanks for pointing out the officials. Been a pretty well officiated game. They've not been the center of attention, as you and I were talking about off air before the contest. Watkins fakes the 3. Passes it off.
I think Guy Wright's been on ICRC more. Oh, nice move by
Yang. Gets his own
Yang
rebound.
back it in.
And a foul, yeah.
2 in the foul. Yang, 12 points.
It's going to be on Pete Kraft.
It's Kraft's third.
Watch here, Niang underneath, won't go, and then there's the foul as he goes up. The shot falls through, and here he is trying to make it a 3-point play.
He's an 0 for 1 tonight and gets that one. 1 for 2 tonight. I was going to say, Guy Wright's probably been on the ICRC-TV more than some of the announcers have.
10-point lead for the Eagles, 42-32, 1:35 remaining. Loveland has just gone cold offensively. Watkins on the right side, looks for Niang inside. Niang
Niang. Boy, I tell you, he has some nice moves in the middle there.
Yes, he does.
5 straight points for him.
So it was all about Ackerman earlier. Now it's Niang causing all kinds of trouble for the Tigers down in the paint, and a foul.
Milford's largest lead at 12 now.
Chase Harrell. All right, so here's Niang, the spin. Just floats right on down.
Meanwhile, Harold picks up his first foul, the 4th one on the Eagles.
3-pointer from straight up top, high arc, and it falls through for Hearn. Milford trying to up the tempo a little bit. Addison Hearn able to keep up with the Eagles. Watkins on the right side, dribbles, passes it off to Morgan. Morgan being closely guarded. Up comes Harrell. Harrell into the paint, out to Watkins. Watkins with a clean look. Will not go. Niang with the board. Goes up strong. Off the glass, and it falls through.
7 consecutive points for Niang.
46-35. The Eagles out in front by 11. 30 seconds remaining. And a whistle right in front of the scorers table.
Like Morgan.
Yep, Morgan will pick up another one.
He picks up a second foul. 5 each now on the fouls for the teams.
Owens and Bodley come in. Watkins is going to come out along with Harrell. Also coming back in, Ackerman. So now double threat underneath with Niang and Ackerman. It's going to take the place of Hannah. Let's see what changes.
You got Bodley in there too. You have 2 6'5" and a 6'8" and 6'9" in there.
Dribbling right by Niang was Gleason. His shot won't go. It's rebounded by the Eagles. Under 20 seconds to go now. Eagles will, of course, hang on Burn some clock here, try to get the last look at the basket. An 11-point lead through 3 quarters. Niang drives into the lane, will not go. Ackerman's there for the board. He can't get it to fall through, though.
0.3 of a second.
Going to be tipped out of bounds by Loveland. And this probably won't be much of anything other than an inbound and let the clock expire. And that's exactly what happens. At the end of 3, Milford 46, Loveland 35. 5 team fouls for each team. Pretty quickly paced third quarter. Very physical third quarter, Bill.
And Niang, by the way, we didn't point out to him that his 7 straight points right here now has given him his high game of the season at 17 points. So here's your playback times. We're at 11:30 p.m. on the 12th, the 16th at 3:30 p.m. You have brunch with Glenn and I on the 17th at 9 a.m., 8:30 p.m. on the 18th and 19th at 12 p.m. as we're getting closer to Christmas here.
Sure is.
So, and
you've been good. Santa's watching you, Bill.
I think so. I think we'll see. Well, right now, Loveland 12 for 37 in shooting right now. And that's for the game. That's 32%, 11 of 23 from the three-point arc. That's about 10 points better than their normal of 47%, but it hasn't really worked for them so far. Milford is 17 for 35, 49%, just under 49% shooting, 4 for 10 from the three-point arc. They're a little above their average right now, too. As far as rebounding goes, Milford has 27 rebounds, the 19 for Loveland. Points in the paint. How about this? 24-0.
Amazing.
In favor of Milford.
Yeah, they've just denied Loveland at every opportunity. Do want to take a moment to recognize Sean Sell, Milford Sports Information Director, for the excellent pregame notes and getting stats up here to us quickly. It's appreciated, Sean.
Yep, and I'd like to thank Rob Reese, who communicated via email today, gave me some information.
3 ball from the right side, too hard, not enough arc. Rebounded underneath. Hannah goes up and draws the foul.
Well, Hannah has no field goals tonight. And really, he's only 0 for 2 as far as field goals. He has 1 point from the foul line.
Yeah, you just, Hannah's had 4 straight games in double digits scoring.
Yeah.
And Loveland's held him in check, but the big men have taken over. Ackerman, Niang, Watkins, notably, for Milford.
That's got to make Coach Cameron feel pretty good right now as the season goes along here, because he's got some depth now on this bench.
Yeah,
his team, and the fact is Niang has now really is starting to really make a pretty big impact for the Eagles.
Yeah, a lot of seniors on this Eagles roster this year. Coach Cameron blessed with a lot of depth. There's only 2 players on the bench still wearing a warm-up.
Hannah picks up his 3rd foul.
At the free throw line is going to be Kraybacher for the Tigers.
Well, he's another one that's been fairly quiet. He had a 3-pointer in the first quarter, averages 11 a game. And that gets that one to roll in. He's an 80% foul shooter.
Bailey Jackson checks in. Number 10, Addison Hearn. 7:27 remaining in regulation.
He has 5 now. Kraybacher thinking about becoming a doctor. How's that?
Must be a highly intelligent young man.
Yes, he would.
Milford, good ball movement. Bodley from the right side, nails it. 13-point lead.
Bodley, that's his first 3-pointer of the night.
We got all kinds of guys. Niang's going to check back in. He's going to say all kinds of guys who can shoot that 3-pointer on this Eagles team. So they've got height, they've got perimeter shooting, they've got great defense, I think it's fair to say.
Kraybacher and Cox are the only 2 real veterans coming back, as Loveland's going to call a timeout right now.
Yep.
He and Cox are the only 2 really veteran players coming back, so it's a fairly young team right now. And, the Tigers are 3-2 right now, 2-1 in the league. Both teams 2-1 in the league. Walnut Hills leading the league right now, which probably no surprise. Eagles have been pretty strong in the last few years. So take a look at this last three. Lovely. He's getting in on it.
Sure is. 6:53 remaining. Rob Reese takes a full timeout. You probably saw coming out of the third quarter the fiery presence of Rob Reese. He's trying to get his players fired up down there. He's very animated on the sideline and even more so in the huddle. Joe Cameron a little more calm and reserved with his team hanging on to a 13-point lead at the moment.
13-point lead, you can be a little calm there for at least for the time being. He had a big comeback. Was it the Turpin, the game that they had the big comeback?
West Claremont.
West Claremont. Yeah, we had a big comeback in that game. West Claremont, of course, the defending champs of the ECC. Wolves are struggling a little bit this year.
And Milford was just clutch from the free throw line in that game. And, you know, that was a sore spot for the Eagles last year. They just couldn't make clutch free throws. But, boy, to come back from that kind of deficit, they did. They got it done from the free throw line. Ackerman
underneath.
All kinds of contact. He gets his own board. Now a foul's going to come. He got mugged on the first attempt, no whistle. The second one was fairly innocuous, and you get the foul call.
Definitely a season high for him. He's in double figures with 10 now.
Watch all the contact here. I mean, he's all over the back of him, and then he gets the rebound, and there's hardly nothing. You get the whistle on that.
Yeah.
Love this game.
He misses the foul shot. He's 2 for, what do we got? He's 2 for 5.
And a foul on Niang, the hold.
Playing his second.
15 points is the deficit now for the Tigers. 52-37, 6:38 remaining in regulation. Hannah's going to check back in at the next dead ball.
Both teams are going to be on the foul line the rest of the night.
Let's not get into a hack fest with a 15-point lead here.
Alex Murr trying to get onto the book. Yeah, we don't want that.
He does.
He gets in the book with his first point.
Got the
6-foot junior off the bench.
Golden touch tonight, Bill. Helping a lot of guys get some rolls here on the free throw line, apparently. Second shot on the way for Muir. Rattles around, will not go. Rebound underneath by Ackerman. Out quickly to Owens. Bodley, left side, a little bit too hard, not enough arc. Nice rebound by Ackerman.
And he's tied up and fouled.
Yep, gets all kinds of mauled trying to bring the ball up to the glass.
And Muir, 6 foot, trying to tie up a 6'9" guy. Did not work. Ackerman at the line.
Hey, we're going to take a look at it there. Watch Ackerman. Yeah. It's kind of like the safety with the obvious pass interference. You don't want to give up the touchdown, right? So you just go ahead and maul the guy. Kind of the same scenario there. Make him earn it from the free throw line.
It's interesting here, Glenn. What's the deal about big guys not being good foul shooters?
Yeah. Well, you know, I think it kind of goes back to Shaquille O'Neal famously. Yeah. Now, this is for the younger guys, you're not going to know this, but this older guys, remember, Shaq was a horrendous free throw shooter.
Well, and Wilt Chamberlain, remember him? He was the one that did the underhanded foul shot.
Well, I think Shaq even tried that for a while.
That's good.
There's a three-pointer.
Cox has 5 3-pointers tonight. He has 15 points. And
go back and take a look here at that last three.
Cox has got a season high right now.
6-16.
You live and die by the three-pointer, and so far it's only life support now for the Tigers because they have not gotten any kind of effort inside, and that is really shown now on the scoreboard with a 12-point deficit.
Yeah, and I think you really have to credit the Milford defense for that. They have just done a tremendous job of clogging things up down there, I think it's fair to say, inside the arc, where anything Loveland's tried, Milford's had a body there or an extended arm there. It's just been really tough for Loveland. The clean looks they're getting have been from the perimeter. Anything they're doing inside the paint is being strongly contested. Just a sign of a great defending Milford team Joe Cameron, his staff have put together for this year.
Season best games tonight for both Ackerman and Niang.
You know, and as you said, you know, Loveland's is still fighting. Young team, only 2 players with significant varsity minutes last year, and they're hanging in there. They're trying to do their thing. They've just got some learning to do, and hopefully if everything cooperates with the virus, it's a long season for the Tigers where they can learn and grow from this game. And I'm sure they will. Bodley passes up a 3, baseline drive, won't go, gets his own rebound. He gets hacked underneath, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
Nice block by Gleason initially on that, but the foul.
That's what I like about Galanito. There's no doubt who the foul's on. Some of these guys just kind of give you the numbers and whisper.
Yeah. He did it
He's
with
clear about it.
We did it with his mask on.
Boy, it got definitely quiet for that free throw. You'd have thought the game was on the line.
I was going to say something. I go, I can't say anything.
Everybody's going to hear me.
Everybody will hear me in here. Finally, only a 44% foul shooter.
Yeah, you'd have thought the championship was on the line with a 1/10 of a second. Same deal.
All right,
He
there you
makes
go.
that one.
Well, granted, there's not the crowd that you would normally have at these basketball games. There's hardly anybody over on our side.
Still 100 people, I'd say, over there in the bleachers, maybe?
A few.
Maybe 75. Yeah, I think it's limited to pretty much families.
Yeah. Oh, that's a drill, that three-pointer.
Yeah, not much arc at all, but it found its way through.
That was Kraybacher.
Now Loveland's going to go full court press, and Bodley's going to be fouled. We got all kinds of whistles going on the floor, dueling whistles. All right.
This is a line drive 3 coming up. Watch this.
So that was Kraybacher. No.
Kraybacher gets the foul. Is that what they?
No, Gleason was guilty of the foul.
Gleason is guilty of the foul.
Bodley at the line again. This one rattles through.
Bodley likes that rim.
Yeah, man. Second shot on the way. Off the front of the rim is no good. I don't know how often they change the rims in these high school gyms, but I know over the past couple of years that particular rim that Milford's shooting at now hadn't been too kind to them. So, turnaround jumper from 15 feet, rattles out. Bodley with the rebound. Here's Loveland. Full court press. Bodley brings it down over to Owens. Morgan going to fight through some traffic, gets swatted from behind. Niang underneath over the shoulder. It won't go. Milford cedes the rebound. Tigers grab it easily. 5 minutes to go now in regulation.
You know, we mentioned about Niang and Ackerman having good games, but Bodley also has a season high, 7 points tonight. He's having a good game.
Called his name a lot. 3-pointer. Won't go. Off of a Tiger? No, they're going to say last off of an Eagle. Thought that was off of Kraybacher last. Looks like maybe jammed a finger on that.
Yeah, Kraybacher was holding him hand, but now he seems to be all right.
Well, the ball was coming to him. Bodley tipped it.
I think
steal it away.
He might have an issue there.
Yep. He's got some tape on that thumb. Just noticed. Niang.
That's blocked, but he's fouled.
Yep.
It looks like it's on Gleason. Third on him. Or fourth.
And sub parade will start for the Tigers. You see Bodley to Niang. Niang had a little bit of trouble with it, and then the foul. Good shot of Niang there at the line.
17 points tonight.
He'll hold at 17. Checking into the game, Jack Bergman for the Tigers.
That's the first time we called his name, 6'2" junior. 4:39 to go. We might see a lot of new faces here.
Say if you want to have depth, you got to have experience. Now's the time to give them the live game reps, as we like to say.
Well, that rim was good for him in that time. Hey. So Niang 18 points.
Yeah, got away with one there. Now we're going to get a kick on Milford.
A little bit too much airtime, if you ask me. But
Yep, that's what I thought. Hearn's going to inbound it. Long pass, stolen away by Morgan.
Telegraphed that bad boy.
Now he's going to be trapped over in front of the Milford bench, and Joe Cameron gets a timeout before Loveland can get a 5-second call. So heads up timeout by the Milford coach. 56-44, 4:22 remaining. 10 fouls and probably more for Loveland, 7 for Milford. So Milford will shoot 2 the rest of the way, obviously.
These teams coming up next for the Milford Eagles. They'll be at Winton Woods on Friday. Then on Saturday, they'll be at Cincinnati Country Day, a non-league game. Play a couple of games over the Christmas break there in Harrison, or home in Harrison, and then they're at Withrow. For Loveland, their next game will be Little Miami. That's going to be a home game on Friday, and then over the Christmas break, they'll be at Talawanda, and then they have a game with Mason at home. So that's where the teams will be here in the next couple of weeks.
Lots of exciting action on tap, and some miles being put on the old van, it sounds like.
There's Little Miami along with Winton Woods and Lebanon or New.
Yang with the spin, and it found its way through the bottom of the basket.
I didn't see him. Yang again, huh?
Yep, almost kicked one away there. Baseline drive. Good job working around the defenders for Gleason.
Gleason now has 13.
So Loveland staying in the full court press. Milford. Bodley. Pass down to Hannah.
Oh, nice job of Hannah holding up. Saving that.
Sure did. Bodley kicks it out. Morgan in the paint. Nice little move. Won't go. Would have made a good pitcher had it gone. Milford stays with the ball.
He came around and waited forever and still got that rebound. And now he gets the three-pointer. He's rewarded for that. Nice job by Eric Morgan.
He sat there and admired that one for a second or so. Nice shot.
Morgan has tied his season high with 8 points.
61-46 Milford. Three-pointer by Gleason, well off the mark. Got two Eagle players into the trash can and the referee into the wall. There we go. Let's take a look at that last sequence. There's Morgan. Like I said, would have made a great pitcher. It won't go. He comes up with it, passes it out. Now he's going to flash down into the corner. From Hannah to Owens to Morgan. Hey, there's nobody here. I'll take that shot.
There you go. Nice job.
Good sequence.
By the way, the Eagles have gotten a season high 61 points right now.
Yeah. There's Bergman. Finds his way into the scorebook. Yep. 61-48 as we wind down toward 3 minutes in the fourth quarter.
No, Niang, are they going to call? Nice. Say he was out of bounds?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Hannah checks back in. She's going to come in for Ackerman.
They wanted a charge, I know that.
Right.
But he was out of bounds before that.
Alex Winfield comes in for Loveland in place of Bergman.
Nice call by Guy Wright. He was right there with it and saw his foot out of bounds.
Yep, Loveland wanted that foul. You're right. Now under 2 minutes, or under 3 minutes, excuse me. That would have been a quick minute. Morgan dribbles it around. Rotations around the perimeter for the Eagles. Bodley maybe in a little bit of trouble. Gets it over to Owens. Owens thinks about it. Looking for Niang. Could it be a turnover? Niang hangs on.
Wow.
Makes the bucket.
He's over 20 now.
Should have been a turnover, and they turn it into 2 points and a 15-point lead.
22 points.
Cross court tipped away by Niang. Yep. Substitution. Krabacher back in for the Tigers. He will replace Winfield, who had just checked in a moment ago. 2:20 just about. There it is. 15-point lead for Milford. Wide open three up top, high arc. Hearn shot won't go. It's tipped away by a Tiger and will go with Milford. Chipping back in is Bergman, along with Casey McCluskey. For Loveland, coming out to Krabacher and Muir. Bodley will inbound it just about at midcourt. Passes it off to Ethan Owens. Owens being guarded closely by Hearn. Bodley comes up with it. He's on the baseline, passes it out.
Nice pass. That's broken up by Gleason.
Owens couldn't quite hang on. Come the Tigers.
Oh,
Desperation shot.
Scoop shot.
Won't go.
Yang with the rebound.
Hannah one-on-one gets some
Oh,
defense from behind.
How about this? His
Hits the bucket.
first basket comes with 1:40 to go in the game.
And a foul. Gonna get that on Bodley of Milford. So Coach Cameron looking on. His team, sizable lead. 17 points now.
Coach Cameron was a college coach down in LaGrange College down in Florida for a few years. He became a college head coach at 29 years old. He's been up here at Milford for quite a few years and has had quite a success.
Blocking foul down the sideline on Gleason. Let's go back and take a look at Hannah's shot there. Look at him in the traffic. Looks like something you see at the higher levels of basketball. As we mentioned top of the show, he's one of the third Hannahs to come through Joe Cameron's program.
Bodley now 3 for 5 from the foul line. Proving that 44% average coming in.
Bailey Jackson and Dylan Schwinn into the game for Loveland. 66-48, 90 seconds remaining. We could do some more math. That's a minute 30.
3 times 7. Okay. That's what we started the game at.
Yeah, you better know your multiples of 3 in this one, that's for sure. Loveland doing a good job of working through this Milford defense.
Well, it's a little bit smaller defense out there now than it has been. So
Jackson's shot was no good. Milford will come up with it. Owens crosses midcourt. Bodley, Hannah, back to Bodley. Owens. Bodley thinks about driving into the paint. Dribble back out. Pass it off to Morgan. More subs on the way for the Tigers. Marco Johnson going to be one of them. Three-pointer from the left side for Ethan Owens.
Owens had a three-pointer at the start of the game there, and now second one. And answering right back is Drew Gleason.
Timeout Loveland. That other sub's going to be Alex Winfield.
16 points for Gleason. And for Gleason, well, he's too short of his season high. He had 18 a little bit earlier this season against Harrison.
Well, you may have heard the roars, and that's going to be for Trevor Ings and Ryan Hallinan getting into the game here with just about 31 seconds left in regulation. Their teammates cheering them on, and some of the fans across the way, and the flock noticed it.
Every team has their people that don't get a whole lot of action, but they're just very big fan favorites.
Yep.
And good guys, too, because, you know, you got to have all these guys working hard during practices each day, and they come out there. So everybody's a valuable person on the team.
He's a junior and Hallinan a senior. Lots of seniors on this Milford roster, as we talked about this year. Only 2 sophomores, a handful of juniors.
Milford previous high this season was 60. That was against Kings.
Game they won. Yeah, you know, Milford looks like, I think it's safe to say, he's going to move to 3-2 on the year. And is really making that opener to Sycamore look like an anomaly where it really was not that competitive based on the stat sheet.
3-1 in the league.
Yep.
Trying to keep pace with Walnut Hills. They come in 3-0 and Loveland 2-0 into the conference early on here in the season.
Owens feeding it inside to Hallinan. Gets it off the glass and he scores.
Ryan Hallinan, the senior, has his first basket.
The crowd erupts. Great moment for that young man. DeMarco Johnson drives off the glass.
He gets his first basket.
Final score, Milford 72, Loveland 53. A very physical contest, a very fast-paced contest, but an ECC win for Milford.
Drew Gleason led the way for the Tigers with 16 points, and E. Niang, 22 points tonight. Season high, career high for him.
Here you go again for Hallinan. Turnaround jumper.
Off the backboard.
Yep, good for him.
He called it there, right? Off the backboard. So,
wish we could have had a shot of Joe Cameron, his hands raised high in the air like he just won the World Series when Hallinan made that bucket. So
Tigers fall to 3-3 and 2-2 in the league, and the Eagles go to 3-2 overall and 3-1 in the league. And let's look at our final stats right here for the game. Loveland was 35% from the floor, 18 of 51. 14 of 31 from the three-point arc. The Eagles, 25 of 49, 51% shooting tonight. Boy, I tell you, Glenn, you can have that almost every game. You're going to have some, you're going to have a lot of wins.
Yeah, Loveland just 5 points off the bench. That's just amazing. Milford with 20, so it shows the depth they have. 34 for Milford in the paint. Just a tremendous effort by the big men on this Eagles squad tonight, Bill.
Yep. Well, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and you, Glenn, and your family.
Yeah,
same thing.
likewise.
Everybody out there. Thanks for this great ICRC crew, and thanks to Josh, our main man, Josh, in the truck tonight.
Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you found us on Milford's Boxcast or you found us on our website, you've been watching ICRC TV Sports.